game because I'm coming after you because you know what you said was bad. You know what you said was bad. I don't know if you do it on purpose or like you really, really do mean it. I really don't know. Or you're just trying to be that person that stirs the pot. I think you might be that person. I really want to give the benefit of the doubt to you, but I don't know. Just don't know. I mean, it like what Shlomi just said. That story is. Go ahead. What'd you say?
For changing Bibi, I don't see anyone else that can do something better than what he's doing, and that's why I'm telling you, don't go and see the Israeli media because the Israeli media is the Israeli media. But people are forgetting that in doing these 2 years, Bibi did a lot of good things for this country, saved us from a lot of horrors and enemies that are coming to consume us and eat us from everywhere, every direction. He freed me. He signed for my operation. He signed for Louis and the other guy operation. He signed for another operation in the start of the war. He released 200 hostages. Yeah, I know that some of them died in the beginning and in the last couple of months, not couple, the last 7 months. There was a deal in the last month. Half a year already. And yes, we lost a lot of people from the military pressure and everything. And since then, we are trying not to lose, and we see it. And he did everything that he can to release the most hostages that he can, and that's the way I see it. Because if not, and if he didn't care, like I said, he will do in the 8th of October what I said, and that's it.
Wow, he did a lot for the hostages, Shlomi, if you really think about it. And people are like not giving him the credit where it's due. You know, it's crazy to me. I really think it's crazy.
You know, if the Red Cross and the world and the governments came together on October 8th and everybody stopped and demanded a return of the hostages would have all been back on October 8th. But you have seen from the very onslaught at 6:30 in the morning on October 7th, well, 6:30 my time, I don't know, but from the onslaught, you have seen opposition to Israel, even as Israelis were being murdered and their blood was spilled all over the country. You see people celebrating and calling for a free Palestine. That if the world was serious about having the hostages come home, and if they had acted on October 8th, Kitover, blah, 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 where was the action immediately after? Like everybody, the from the get-go, it was a denial. It was a denial of the sexual violence and the rape and as a tool of war. I mean, it just from the get-go, there was a denial. So I also put a lot of blame and a lot of responsibility on the failure of the quote-unquote first world, the Western world, the liberal world, the one that we say has democracy and all these values, blah, 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 blah. I think it's bullshit because I think the UN was in Gaza. The Red Cross was in Gaza already. It's not like they had to come in from outside. They were already fucking there. They were already there. I don't know. I think you guys or people like Buttercup tend to focus in on Bibi and the Israeli government. And there's a lot of responsibility here. A lot.
So I really think we need to have more love for each other and more tolerance of diverse points of view within the Jewish diaspora community, Yael. And I hope that, in my community, we try to tolerate. We understand people have really hurts me.
Are you talking about yourself right now? And
no, to hear you guys slander me for hours and hours. All I did is I just want to engage with you.
Right now, I just did this whole monologue about how the hostages were brought home, and the first thing you do is like, wow, you really hurt my feelings, and we have to be more compassionate with it. What the fuck is wrong with you?
The Jews need to come together and be kind to each other. Be kind to each other. Be kind.
How are you?
Jews are strong when they're kind to and loving to each other.
Buttercup, I'm not playing the game. Stop censoring yourself. I'm not playing this game.
Jews are kind when they're kind to each other.
Buttercup, can you recite Israel, can you recite the whole prayer?
Harry, you don't know what Kol Nidre is. Don't tell me. Don't.
I know perfectly well. You're the one that said it sounded like Kol Nidre, not me. That's what you thought.
You've never heard
You
of.
said the Shema
You've never
Israel.
heard of like the Jewish prayers. Don't quiz me on my Jewishness.
I haven't. Yeah, I actually have. I've heard of many Jewish prayers before. Pretty much all of them.
Wow.
But I want you to recite the Shema Israel for us, please. Go ahead.
It's not gonna. So,
Buttercup, are you finished with violent resistance?
To say to the people like this guy Amir and the people there this sentence, and let's see how they will react. What's going on inside of Gaza? Can you do that? Buttercup?
I should tell them I don't care what's going on in Gaza.
Yeah, until my people are not back home, I don't care what's going on there. I really don't care. I don't understand why you really care what's going on inside of Gaza until your people.
Because she hates Israel. That's why.
Because I don't think more death is going to bring them home. I think there was a plan on the table that would have brought them home and could have prevented many children from losing their parents and their arms and their legs and being orphaned. It's just
maybe they shouldn't have started October 7 in the first place.
The children didn't start October 7. They're children. Okay, children are innocent.
Yeah, don't worry. They'll start the next October 7th. Don't worry. The children, the same ones that go to the death terrorist camps? And I can show you plenty of evidence and videos of them. They brag about it and advertise it all online.
Can we be a little more loving? This is the coexistence room.
No, it's not about being loving. It's about being factual, Buttercup.
But you just bring hatred everywhere you walk into.
And facing that's not hatred. That's reality, Buttercup. I'm sorry. Maybe you need to face it.
Shlomi, I'm coming from a place of love. I love my people, and that's why I'm engaging here. And I love Israel. And I just have a different point of view. That's it.
Please correct me. How did you put it?
Yeah, how did you put it, Buttercup?
We had a conversation about whether Hamas serves the Palestinian cause. And I said it doesn't serve the Palestinian cause. And there are people in the room said it does.
That quote. I'm talking about when you said, I'm not opposed to violent resistance to oppression.
Wait. If you say that Hamas is not
serving the Palestinians.
Yeah, if you say that, so
I'm against Hamas. I think they're death
against Israel.
But you're in favor of violent resistance.
Shlomi, I support them getting Hamas. I support conquering Hamas. I support decimating Hamas and exiling the leaders.
What do you want from us? Like you are slapping yourself in the face. Like
no, you can do that without killing without starving out children. You could have stopped the war a year ago. It says military leaders, not me.
You feel that violence
will go if we said war a year ago.
Sorry, they said you exile the leaders. There was a plan to bring the PA in and do a plan for day after.
But Hamas didn't agree for that. There is no other side that we need to look at them.
There is another side, Shlomi. Shlomi, I've only called Hamas a genocidal death cult. I've never said anything nice about them.
It's irrelevant to what he's talking about.
I know, but I have a feeling I'm being maligned here. Everyone's calling me a Hamas neck.
Nobody said you're Hamas. Did anybody say that?
Norm keeps telling me I support
You love playing victim card, my gosh.
We should have stopped the war. But if we stopped the war a year ago, Hamas are still in power, and they are still not serving the cause of the Palestinians. So what do you want? To stop the war or to serve the Palestinian cause? Because if you are wants to end the Palestinians suffer from Hamas because it's not helping the cause, then from the other side you said there was a deal and Hamas are still in power, you are still...
You think it's a contradiction. I understand. You think it's a contradiction.
I don't think
I think the picture you give is not accurate. According to my knowledge, according to many experts that I heard, there was a possibility a long time ago, maybe a year ago, to reach a deal and remove Hamas from power in Gaza. It was possible to achieve. But
Hamas said yes.
Who's gonna physically remove them, Igal?
Hamas said yes, Igal. Don't lie. Hamas said yes.
I can give you a sources for this. According to my, I heard it. I know it.
But who physically removed them?
Hamas said yes.
For the end of the war, they were ready to enter the war and to be replaced as a governing power in Gaza. But
they're still in power.
But they didn't want to give up their weapons.
that's true. That's true.
They didn't want to give up their weapons, so it's the same thing.
But
It
they were
doesn't change
ready
anything.
It's
They're
same
still the
thing.
government
and
power in
also,
Gaza.
which is not
Igal,
as important, they were
wait,
ready
Igal, if
for
you
in
say-
this deal they were ready to release all our
Yeah, but they are
hostages.
still in power, and
But
the
it-
Palestinians,
this
it's
deal
not happen
could be
for them,
reached.
and it's not
According
happen
to
for
many
us.
experts, this deal, but sooner or later, the same deal could be reached a year ago will happen soon. Sooner or later,
No,
same
it won't.
deal.
Right?
At a higher
It's
cost.
the same
At a higher cost.
There's no more deal going to
For
be
the higher
reached.
cost,
deal.
for the higher cost of all this costs us because of political reasons. This all happened because some faction in our government did not want to enter the war.
Yeah.
Brother Igal.
This is the sad
Good
truth.
night, guys.
Brother,
This is the truth.
Brother Igal, the Hamas said they were going to commit October 7th 1,000 times, and they're not going to give up their guns. So it was part of the deal that they're not going to do that anymore, do you think?
Hamas will not rule Gaza. Military capacity is reduced by 90%.
A year ago.
We can continue forever the way it's going now.
Well, we can continue forever, or we can have a definitive victory.
And we are losing a lot. We could end this war with victory, military and politically, many months ago. But we are losing now politically, economically, and losing hostages and soldiers because of our extremely stupid fascist.
I love you as a Jew, but I disagree with you on this matter.
In the chat, I posted a video of dozens of ex and current and former military and intelligence officials in Israel who say the war could have been ended. It was everything that could be accomplished has been accomplished, and the war was ended.
I want to ask you something, Buttercup. Do you believe an accomplishment is to get back all the hostages?
Don't ask what the top anymore anything.
I agree.
I'm not
How can it be accomplished if there's still hostages?
These are the people of Kaplan, like Igal, Amos. This is the same set of mind. And this set of mind I'm not dealing with when I'm in the room. They can stay down. And if you want to talk with them, I'm leaving.
We'd rather talk to you.
The rescued hostage censors her, saves the room.
Did you want to ask anything? Or did Shlomi leave? He already said goodnight.
I don't see him. I hope he didn't.
Maybe he had enough. Oh, here he's back.
And then this kind of people.
Okay, Shlomi.
Shlomi,
But we're happy to have you back.
I want everybody to meet a sweet friend of mine.
I'm trying to be nice. I'm coming, and in the end, I get the same feelings that I get from Amos, telling me you should be ashamed of yourself. You didn't go and shake Trump's hand to tell him release the hostages. You should go and demonstrate. And this kind of things that they think that is helping for the hostages. They say when we are demonstrating and putting this power on our government, they will raise the price. Definitely will raise the price. Eventually, they're looking at us every moment and see what we are going through. And every time in Gaza, when we saw in Al Jazeera, the demonstration, they said it's not enough, it should be bigger. It's helping our cause. And you don't understand that. That's what they were telling us as hostages. It's not enough people. It should be bigger. Should be bigger and bigger. And you come and make us look weak and care about who is starving or not starving in Gaza when my friends are still in captivity. and other people that I don't know personally are really starved, yeah, and come and say that we need to end this war because people are starving in Gaza or this or this or this. Buttercup, go check. The military in Israel wants to conquer all of Gaza. They want to end this, try to release the hostages. They are eager to do it. This is the set of mind of the real people in Israel, not the minority that you see on the media. Stop making make us look weak in this world. Stop. People like you, Amos, Igal, in this app, fucking up. Don't tell us what to do from another country. Don't think that you know the best because you are sitting there in another country, safe. Maybe someone is telling you, ugly Jew or something like that. Or you're feeling that the crowd is looking at you different now because the real face of them are disguised. The mask is off. Don't tell us what is right or wrong. Come live here. Come live here. Try to live here. Face the consequences of living here among all of these problems that we have in this country. Face reality and then come and speak what this government should do or not. As long as you don't live here, don't tell us which government should be here or not. Because it's not your country. You live in another country. Vote for Biden. Probably vote for Biden or Kamala in the last election. Because this is what you're representing. The same shit.
Slowly, I have to say, it's hard to hear what you're saying, but I have to tell you, my father made Aliyah. He came back to this country and he said the same thing. He said, I am no longer there, and they deserve. The world needs to take a back seat and let Israel fulfill its understanding in what they do. And I think, and he said it's going to be hard for the rest of the Jews, but this is self-determination. So I appreciate
the democracy in Israel that you can do in order to change the government. If you don't succeed in a democracy way for the next election and put your vote in the box and wait for the results. And let's see who will be the next prime minister. That's it. This is democracy.
And this is what they say, that you are offered self-determination. So it's important we're reminded. We're just worried.
This butterfly, buttercup, or whatever, saying it's democracy. People should listen to the people. Yeah, it's democracy. People should listen to the people. And when they are demonstrating, the government will decide to listen or not to listen to the demonstrations. Until then, you cannot say that it's a dictatorship, it's a fascist, or whatever he said, or whatever Buttercup is claiming the government is doing. And like I said, everybody's saying there was a deal, no deal. We know exactly what happened in that deal. Hamas wanted to stay with the arms and didn't say we'll go off with the arms and we put down the weapons. So that's it. The deal went down. Don't weak us. Don't make us weak. Support us. Support what we are doing. It doesn't matter what the Prime Minister decided. I don't know. It's hard to say. He's deciding on life of people. And he decided on my life. It was 50-50 if we will get out or not. Yeah? Yeah, and I'm blaming this Prime Minister also on 7th of October. But from there until today, I see that he's doing his best to, to make...
He's doing his best with the shit that he has to deal with.
To lead us. To lead us. This is his job, to lead us.
To correct the mistake that is did until 7th of October and allowed it to happen. Of course, I have bad things to say to him, and he has a responsibility, and a lot of other people that claiming that they know the best, the ex-militaries, this, ex-that, that are every day in the media speaking that they know the best, and lying that they were in the Nova trying to save me, but they were in those kind of people, and to listen to them, I don't know, but again, he has a responsibility, a lot of people has a responsibility for 7th of October, all the 120 people in this government and in the coalition opposition has responsibility because they are there, they are the chosen ones to represent all of the people, all of the sides, yeah, and that's it. And the military, and this and that, everybody has a responsibility. But to come and say he doesn't care on this, and doesn't care of that, and because of people of starving in Gaza to stop the war, not because of that, just because of our people are still there. And if we will stop the war, Hamas will never give us all the hostages. 100%. Because what they are saying is they will give 10, and then they will give some more, and then when they will decide that Gaza is recovered, Hamas decide that Gaza is recovered, they will speak about the last ones that they will still have in their arms. So I don't know how much time that they can recover Gaza. So I don't want anyone to be there another 10 years, like Mangisto and other Bedouin guy that was released in the last days. People don't see the whole picture. And still, again, I would say we are not Bibi and we are not sitting on the chair to decide between people that are in battlefield, hostages, and everything, and to come and with big breasts and say, oh, yeah, I know the best, I know which deal, I know what's that, who said yes, who said no, and why, and why, and why. And listen to the media. We don't know anything. Again, I would say everybody has his own idea of which deal is the best, but we don't know really what's going on the table. So we will need to stop thinking and saying and try to support our cause as a human life beings, as Jewish human life beings in this country, because that's what they want to eliminate, and that's what's not in the mind of the people, that we cannot have Hamas here. And any deal that they are still in power is not good. And I hope that he was saying that in 8th of October, I was hoping for myself that he wanna conquer all of Gaza and he doesn't care if people will die with the hostages, and I will die for this cause. For next 7th of October won't happen, because if they will stay in power, it will be bad.
That's understandable.
Shlomi, they promised to do it again and again.
Said every time, we're gonna do next 7th of October. We're gonna end this war, and they thought it's gonna end quickly, and they're gonna do it quickly. But we have to reduce this power, because next 7th of October is not acceptable.
Shlomi, can I ask you? It's okay if you don't answer. What kept your hopes up? What kept you going? How did you survive?
First, there's no hope in the first couple of months, and then the set of mind said, okay, if it's my time to die here for the cause that, because you see that the war is not stopping. And I told myself, if it's the time, and to the other two that was with me, Andre and Almog, that if this is my time to die in Gaza, and the cause that next 7th of October won't happen. So this is what will happen, and then I decided to say, okay, every day that I'm alive, I'm getting closer to the release and getting closer home. I'm saying thank God. And in the end, we know what happened. But I was ready to anything to be happen. Like, then you're releasing, and from the other side, you're saying thank you to God and the hope that you will wake up and everything will be okay, going the way the day to be sane, with the set of mind that if I will die, if not, then we need to go home. My time to go home will come, and it came, and that's it. Hope.
שלומי, אני אוהבת אותך כל הזמן, to all of those around you.
Thank you to them.
How are you now, Shlomi?
I cannot hear that people are shouting the propaganda of Hamas, that the people are starving them. But it makes me like, I don't know how to explain.
Infuriated, man.
It's not that I'm angry now, I'm more like, it's like you're shooting me arrows, small arrows, that every time it's...
Shlomi, I want you to meet my beautiful friend from synagogue. We pray for you every day, and especially on Shabbos.
Everyone that's telling me I prayed for you specifically and this and that.
Yes.
I have the place.
We sang Achenu for you, and I had your picture up behind my seat in synagogue. And I told everybody in the synagogue about it. And when you were free, I was dancing, jumping up and down like a maniac, dancing with my rabbi. Our hats flew up when we were dancing with that. This is my friend Crystal. She's on this day. She had a baby, and this time a beautiful baby. Someday you'll meet her baby.
Oh, that's awesome.
We did learn how to move. You inspired him to really get down. And you're so grateful that you're home.
It's lovely. Thanks to the brave soldiers that came in.
Oh, but Shlomi, I want to thank you for entering this kind of spaces. Still talking about this. I think it's very important that we continue your specific the first time schools.
Thank you to all people that hear me and telling facts and things that from the ground, as we say, and still in the same set of mind of to state solution with those people and things like that, and care for them and care how they're living and how they're eating and all of this when they are taking care of people from our families and take them as captivities and still care for them until they started the war, they celebrated, thought that they do land fast and they will do another 7th of October. And now when they are facing the consequences of not releasing the hostages, of doing the most away of those hostages, and we saw how our friends look like, yeah, and I know them personally, and to see those pictures, and to come and see one of my people, my Jewish people say, I care about the starving people of Gaza, and not about the hostages, and not hear one sentence about the hostages, about how they are suffering, and presenting this way of tell Hamas release everybody, lay their weapons down, release everybody, and this is the way the war will end. They're coming to them and telling them, yeah, Hamas are bad people, but we can agree for a deal that they will stay there and this and that, and not expect to next 7th of October, because it will happen. And I don't know how we can deal with the Judean Samaria. They are there also. So to say that we are safe, if we will talk and do deals with them or still give them power still and all of this, it's bullshit. They cannot stay in power from us. Period.
Of course they can. Of course not.
So it's hard to clear my different care about Palestinians and whatever they can.
On this app because it saved me a lot of time from having to get burner accounts so I can do the recordings that I want to do. I don't know. To me, it's a great feature for $5 a month.
I did want to say something, but Shlomi, I want to put the honest on the table here. He's the one who was Shlomi, I say speak for a lot of people on this app. You know, we are pretty much with you. We will listen to you. We don't make any pretense of what we think should happen. We have our opinions, but
Welcome to I bought a Himalayan salt block to see if I can cook a burger on. After my last video making a steak, I realized that I didn't have it hot enough, so I just put it in the oven for an hour to get it to 500 degrees. And if I'm being completely honest, I don't fully trust this thing yet. For some reason, I feel like it's just gonna explode in my oven for some reason. So anyways, back to this burger. I just got everything prepped right in time for the blood to come out of the oven, which means they're finally ready to cook. And I will say, right off the bat, these are cooking a lot better than the steak did, so I'm gonna season them up, put the buns down, and it's time to get started on the veggies. Here's a Himalayan salt block fun fact. Apparently, the mine was first discovered in the 4th century, but Alexander the Great's horses were found licking salty rock. Not crazy enough, here's another one for you. Apparently they're not even from the Himalayas, they're actually mined in Pakistan, so I guess you learn something new every day. Sorry, I got off topic. My patties, veggies, and bacon are finally done, so that means it's time to assemble this thing and see if it's any good. Now look, I have high hopes for this one because I feel like you just can't have too much salt on a burger. And I'm telling you right now, if this turns out good, I might have to open a little restaurant called the Smash Block or something stupid. Okay, here's the truth. The burger was actually pretty solid. I would give it a 6.5 out of 10, but the zucchini were absolutely horrible. They were so salty. Welcome to I bought it.
My
dad burned all his cheese.
What? What they're saying from one side, it's not good to Hamas, and even for the Palestinian people, if they want to have a state and this and that, they need to change their ways, of course. And I don't care that they will have. But until they don't change their set of minds that we are there and acknowledge the Jewish people in this land, there is no speaking of it even, and not doing a war that we have our people there as hostages. It's not reasonable to speak even about anything. Give them back and then we will start to speak. This is how I think. That's it.
I mean, it's valid, like, no one should have valid.
You hear the wildest things. People wanted to make people that were held hostage.
This is what they needed to say. If they come back, put your arms down, surrender. Oh, this war is going on. So this is what is going on until now. And doing all of this, somehow, we managed to get out 201 hostages. Dead and alive. Yeah.
Well, before that, this is
photos, the Craigslist articles, and this and that. And we just kind of like, all right, he served his time, whatnot. I've recently been sent items that I'm like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. It's probably not true. I'm not going to look at it, whatever. And then and people like, no, really, KK, this is happening. Like, he can't be trusted. He has a habitual pattern of unfortunately preying on people, charming them, and using them. And I was like, well, I get that for his actual, the Craigslist thing, that whatever, that he's self-admitted on top to, but it's just sad. It's just really just, I mean, I'm shaking because I just read this afternoon, and I read the entire thing. It's public information. It was the New York State Unified Court System. It's a .gov website, and Nassau County, and it offers up all the decisions within the court system. And I never knew about this, and I'm just kind of like, I get it now. Why? And my spidey senses was right. Like, working at Bears and Stearns. For those that do not know, Bears and Stearns was working at Bears and Stearns. For those that do not know, Bears and Stearns was an investment banking company, and they were part of the reason for the crash, the housing crash market in 2008. Then they were eventually sold out by JP Morgan and Chase. If you are projecting that you are working for Bears and Stearns, and it was expressed to this poor woman that he was working at Bears and Stearns in the area of international currency. This is an investment banking firm, okay? So this lady that met him in 1999, and then in March of 2001, this lady asked him to be a co-trustee for a large check from a trust that was written to her from her family, and it was in the form of $200,000, and it was agreed upon, yes, $200,000, and it was agreed upon that he would take that check and deposit into a Dreyfus, and I guess Dreyfus is a bank, and that he would, in March of 2001, it was supposed to be a investment, and it was agreed that he would personally take the check to Dreyfus, I'm quoting now from the court document, and open an account to which the $200,000 would then be deposited. But what happened was that he put the $200K trust fund check made out to the Dreyfus family of funds, which both she and he signed as co-trustees. And instead of opening a trust fund, he opened a personal account in his own name in which he deposited the $200,000 check. Again, this is all online. I'm like shocked. So in the court case revealings, it does say that he embezzled the proceeds and depleted the entire deposit. In July of 2001, she discovered the funds were misappropriated and reported to the authorities. The months following, he was arrested, charged with grand larceny in the second degree, upon later entering a plea of guilty in grand larceny in the third degree. He was sentenced to 5 years probation in order to pay $100,000 restitution. So if you think about it, she met him in 1999, and he did this in February 2001. And then he was, hold on a second, 2001, and then he was charged. He was charged July of 2009 within the New York State Unified Court System. This is all there. But I'm thinking, like, okay, 2009, that's when
you know, the Craigslist Daily News New York Post articles came out. Like literally that summer of 2009. So he was doing this type of stuff for like a really long time. Like a really long time. And within the actual court case, and if you actually read some of the other things, it's just eye-opening. There's a cyclical pattern of using his, projecting a kindness, in my opinion, a kindness to take advantage of anyone that he can. And I will say this, he went to jail for his, because for his charges was sex trafficking and promotion to prostitution. There were allegations of rape, but he was not charged with that.
He was charged. He either got a plea deal. I'm guessing it was a plea deal.
Right, but there's not a actual conviction, right? So that's the definitive. But the allegation, there is the allegation, and it's, with that situation that he did serve time for, admittedly on this app, shared his story multiple times for the past several years during his identity as Kachikon. One of the women said that she claimed that was the case. And I thought, like, maybe this whole Craigslist thing was just like a long period of time. Like, how long was he doing it? Was supposed to be an investment.
Suspected of doing it to others.
Yeah. But I don't know how long he had been doing this, but the victims that came forward, it was the exact same two victims, was between June 8th and June 15th. And then they finally let them go. And I am worried that people are going to fall for that exact same type of being friendly with, and you're the best, and I'm so much smarter when you're in a room, and when the lions were at my door and they were trying to hunt me down, she was there for me, and I talked to him just yesterday, and he's such a good guy, and I'll always have his back like he has mine.
How does the Craigslist thing tie into
all this conversation is just used to manipulate and in a dangerous capacity. And people say, like, okay, that's real life. This is the internet, whatever. But what if it can go offline? So that's just my caution. I will put it in the chat. It is public record. It was sent to me several times, like a couple of years ago. I really thought, like, it can't be as bad as this, right? Because everyone was freaking out about the whole Craigslist thing that he admitted to and he has served his time with. Like, I want to repeat that again. And I don't believe in reconvicting the person, but what I really do worry about is that there's a pattern of behavior that could be potentially dangerous for people that engage with him on this app, right? And there's a history of it starting back from 2001, right? So you have some quick questions for me, but
how does the Craigslist play into this?
Well, that was the initial thing.
Oh, okay.
So basically,
yeah, that was. Go ahead.
He says he's a model agency or a scout, and so this is where it starts to get disturbing, because he's going to tell you he's a changed man. Now you can look this up. Jason Breska, he did open up. So in 2016, of course this is before Clubhouse. Nobody created this for him. He a talent, quote unquote, talent agency.
And it said something along the lines of looking for models won't require sex work or some stupid shit. And it's just like, really? You're doing this shit again? And then, you know, about 2 months ago, he opened Next Level Content Creators Model and Concierge Service. Now, I'm sorry, dude, but like, if anything, does this sound like a changed man to you? I mean, this guy is fucking sick, and we see him doing like the love bombing of everybody. This is, and for you guys who don't know, like, I would let him in my spaces when I would do my big spaces like every day, like a few years ago, and
his racist hate
people were
speech
telling me, even mom was like,
rooms.
dude, like, the guy, don't trust him. There were, you know, people that worked with actual content creators. They weren't scam artists like him, that were, including ones that were monetized on this app, and they were telling me, like, dude, don't trust him. And, you know, and then some of those content creators from bigger rooms, they were telling me what he used to, going into the rooms of the mentally ill women on this app, befriending them. Eventually they changed, you know, that he'd get their nude photos, he'd start threatening them. Then he ended up, you know, sending them out to other people, you know, just really weird shit. And that was all verified because he sent those nude pictures out to the mods of the Million Man Marathon. They were like, what the fuck is this? They thought it was egregious.
And what did he do? He deleted that account because he knew any message that he was passing for sexting, like the woman in Canada, she's a little loony-toony, but anywho's, whatever, all that entire conversation chain would disappear. And he's the person who told me that. He's like, that account is gone. I'm never going to reactivate it again because they won't have any proof, and it's her word against my word, and there's that. So that's what happened in that situation.
And even when you guys took him in, I mean, what he did to Sig was pretty horrible. I guess Sig's forgiven him. That's fine. Well, so Sig had this business idea. It was going to be like masculinity. It's going to be like a coach, masculinity coach, like, you know, offering guidance or stuff to men. And then Jay verbatim stole that idea, and he had this website service called masculinitymindset.com. Stole, completely fucking marathon stage, and basically like shunned. That's when he kind of like came into my space. I didn't go to no marathon at that point.
Manipulation.
Very manipulative person, but then he, like, once he did it, there were several things. First of all, I saw how the personality changed once he got a mod. Once I saw how he moderated, it's like, this is just about like his ego, and it's about exerting control, having a sense of power. Like, it was really weird. It's like, I'm somebody who would, like, I mostly go into other people's rooms now, and I like, everybody knows who's been in rooms with me. You guys know I don't ask for a mod badge or I don't really, doesn't make me feel powerful. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, how much of a fucking loser do you have to be in real life? It's either, I can understand if you, like, made rooms and nobody cared to come in on them, especially at the height of Clubhouse. Like, yeah, I mean, I'd probably be like, yeah, that sucks, but it wouldn't be because I wanted to control the people on my fucking stage. That's stupid. But then he started, so first he lied and claimed to be a Jew. Then there were two users from Clubhouse that were affected on October 7th, the Nova Music Festival, that people actually know in real life. They actually met on Clubhouse, and that's Shlomi and Jake. Jake was killed by Hamas on October 7th at the music festival. Both of them are working in security. Then Shlomi, he ended up getting kidnapped and taken into Gaza, and there was actually a raid that was all over international news where his face is in it. They end up, you know, I guess their special forces ended up going into this very busy, crowded neighborhood in the middle of Gaza, and the commandos had to shoot their way in and out to rescue them. And you saw his face and everything. So he got rescued. But people didn't know if he was dead or alive yet. I mean, there were a lot of unanswered questions. And
so wait a minute, Pepe.
Well, hold on a second. No, he's a fake Jew. He's not a real Jew. He just suddenly claims to be a Jew when it's I don't know. It was to grift off of the Jewish users on this app, but he was claiming that he was friends with those two. He doesn't even know them. He was actually claiming to be friends with them. Like, what kind of person does that? Like, this guy is fucking sick. And then, just seeing the love bombing that he does on his stages to all of these new people. I see Nye in here. Nye may think she has him figured out, but Nye, you don't understand him. Those people that you see all those people that he's on stage with, they're new to him. They don't know, like, the people that are, he's never been able to have, like, people he's been close to for a long time on this app. He ends up running afoul with all of them. Like, he's not a normal fucking person. But he is going to have his little army or tribe of people that he thinks he can control or that will be loyal. And so he can do his thing. That's all he's doing. No, I'm not going to give you any smoke. I'm not giving you any. But don't worry. I miss somebody who's like, well, I'll give him a chance. And it was me who brought smoke to him the first time because he was bullying somebody on a stage a couple of years ago, and I called him out on it. But I mean, this guy has like a long history of being a fucking predator and a thief and a liar.
So wait a minute. You say he used to be in the Million Marathon. Is he on Chatter?
Yeah, I guess he is on Chatter. He ended up weaseling his way back on there, but he got exposed with his old name on Million Man Marathon like 3 years ago because he was getting accused of women of, he was asking for their nudes, I guess, like harassing them. And then there was for whatever reason, this moron thought it would be smart to send out the nude photos or videos or whatever to the mod team of Million Marathon.
Oh, that's how they found out?
Yeah. And they were just like, are you okay? What the fucking God's green earth makes you think that is fucking appropriate? We don't want you, like, sending us fucking, is this revenge porn? Like, what the fuck is this? Why are you doing this to us? Don't get us involved in your fucking shit. And, that's that. He was exposed as a creep, so he deletes his fucking account. Then all the messages disappear that he was sending all these women. And then even this most recent example, I posted a picture of Roger. That was public. He came on here with his original fucking name, okay, at first. The people from season 1 all know his real name. People told me about a video. I've known about it for a while. And it was a video he did, a podcast with another well-known Clubhouse user that so happened to also be a libertarian. So I screenshot a picture of him, cross his name out, and I put up his picture. And I go on Roger's stage. I say nothing in his room. Roger notices my PTR. He obviously kicked me out the room. That's fine. It was expected. I wake up the next day. And this motherfucker is saying, I'm hearing him saying things like, oh, this piece of shit, he's doxing people, social security numbers, family members. Dude, no. I literally did not say his name, did not say his address, did not say anything about his family. I don't know where he works. Said nothing about him. About any personal identifying information. I posted shit that was public. And you saw, like, the other day, the season 1 Clubhousers came up on the stage and said, yeah, dude, it's not doxing. Like, it's common knowledge to us. But anyways, so I'm in this room. I'm hearing this shit. And then he's telling other people, he's a mentally unhinged person. You cannot go into his rooms. Because he's going to, it's all funny until he turns on you. I asked him, show me one fucking example. One example. One recording, I'll give you $1,000. I gave that challenge to everybody. Of me doxing somebody on this app. because I haven't done it. That the whole thing with like personal drama and going back and forth with people is not something I like to do. Now, Jay, I think he's just a rat piece of shit. You're like, oh, who's the most? And he's saying amazing, like when he makes his smart little remarks in his rooms and shit. He's talking about me. All right, fine. I'm just gonna address it directly to you because I know he's listening, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, what is it? Jay? What is your fucking goal here? Is it to make a narrative because it will get some people into your fucking room so you can look like the hero that's trying to save everybody from fucking doxing